ẹ káàsán, ẹ káàárọ̀, ẹ káalẹ́ orúkọ ibi tí ẹ bá ti ní àǹfààní láti máa gbọ́ orúkọ mi ò yí padà. Orúkọ mi ni Adéjàre Ifálérè Ọpẹ́ Ifá. Mo kí ẹ̀yin olólùfẹ́ mi káàbọ̀ sí ìkànnì Ilé Ìmọ̀ TV níbi tí ẹ ti máa rí ọlọ́kọ̀ ọ̀jọ̀kan nípa ètò ìfinijoyè ọba Aláàfin tuntun ọba Abimbola OWOADE kìíní. Mo fẹ́ kẹ́ ẹ fi etí sílẹ̀ kí ẹ máa gbọ́ kí ẹ máa wò á lóye gbogbo bí ètò náà bí ó ṣe máa lọ ẹ máa wò ó. Àwa ni tiyín tòótọ́, a sì nígbà pé gbogbo tí ẹ bá rí lórí ìkànnì Ilé Ìmọ̀ TV òtítọ́ ni kì í ṣe irọ́. Àwa kí ọba wa Aláàfin tuntun ọba Akeem Abimbola OWOADE, ìgbà yóò tù wá lára o lágbára Elédùmarè. Ẹ gbọ́ ẹ tọ́ ẹ fọwọ́ páwú ẹ fẹ́ ìbìjọbì ìrùkẹ̀rẹ̀ yín yóò di òkèlè lágbára Elédùmarè. A kí yín káàbọ̀ gbogbo ẹ̀yin tẹ́ jẹ́ olólùfẹ́ Ilé Ìmọ̀ TV ẹ máa wò wá iná là ń wọlé lọ.
Honorable Tosin Akinrimola, Honorable Rahman, and we also have the chairman, Community Southwest Development Council, and we have Prince Leke Adeyemi in the entourage of Honorable Adeyemi.
Ọlọ́run àpilẹ̀kọ eléyìí tí wọ́n kà fún wa ní èdè Gẹ̀ẹ́sì nítorí àwọn ọ̀dọ́ máa ní orí ọ̀fẹ́ láti tún fún wa ní èdè abínibí wa ní ìṣẹ́jú kan torí àsìkò wa. Wọ́n kí wa, wọ́n lù wá lọ́gọ̀ ẹnu wípé a kú iṣẹ́, a kú ìjókòó. Wọ́n ní ìdánilẹ́kọ̀ọ́ eléyìí tá a fẹ́ gbọ́ lóòrọ̀ òní, òun náà ló ní í ṣe pẹ̀lú àwọn aláàfin eléyìí tí wọ́n ti rí káàlẹ̀ tán ti dáṣọ ọ̀gùn. Wọ́n ní wípé wọ́n sọ̀rọ̀ nípa wọn. Ibi tí wọ́n bá iṣẹ́ dé gan, wọ́n ní ibẹ̀ náà ní Aláàfin ikú bàbá yèyé aládélúwà ọba Akeem OWOADE kìíní. Wọ́n ní pé ibẹ̀ ni wọ́n ti gbé iṣẹ́ wọn nílànà ajé ikú kájẹ ẹni rẹ̀ nù, òní wọ́n sì ṣe iṣẹ́ ọ̀hún. Wọ́n ní wípé àṣà ìṣẹ̀ṣe ilẹ̀ káàárọ̀ àjíǹrebí, a sì mọ̀ wípé Aláàfin.
Mo kí yín o, gbogbo àwọn tó ṣètò mo kí yín o, mo sì dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ gbogbo yín pé ẹ pè mí sírú nǹkan báyìí. Inú mi sódò nígbà tí mo gbọ́ tí wọ́n ní wá ní kí n wá sọ̀yọ́ kí wá ṣe lé. Mo ní ire náà lọ́yọ́ máa rí. Àṣìyá ti sọ̀yọ́ òun lọ sẹ́yìn. Wọ́n ní a kì í lórí ire ju Aláàfin Ọ̀yọ́ lọ. Aláàfin á sì máa lórí ire. A kú ọdún ọdún yìí a kú àṣeyẹ yìí. Iwájú ni Ọ̀yọ́ máa lọ. Torí pé àwọn tó ṣe ètò yìí sì mọ̀ pé iwájú ni Ọ̀yọ́ wà, iwájú lọ̀yọ́ máa lọ. Ó ní wọ́n ṣe pé eléyìí tá à ń ṣe yìí lọ́wọ́ pé káwo kí la tún máa ṣe tí ìlú ti máa lọ síwájú. Ká fi àpẹẹrẹ ti Ọ̀yọ́ ṣe àpẹẹrẹ, ká wá wo nǹkan tí ìlú máa ṣe. Gbogbo kì í sì ṣe Ọ̀yọ́ nìkan, gbogbo ilẹ̀ Yorùbá, gbogbo ilẹ̀ Nàìjíríà kí la ṣe tá a fi lọ síwájú sí i. Ó ní ètò táwa ṣe léde, inú mi sì dùn pé àwa ṣètò yẹn pé àwọn ọ̀jọ̀gbọ́n àwọn ọ̀jọ̀gbọ́n ńláńlá àwọn tó máa sọ̀rọ̀ yẹn ẹjọ́ ẹfetí sílẹ̀ fún wọn dáadáa torí wọ́n ti ṣiṣẹ́ lórí nǹkan báyìí. Ọlọ́run á sì jẹ́ kó ṣeé ṣe. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for inviting me to be the chairman of this occasion. It's a great pleasure to me to be part of it. Oyo has been distinguished from time immemorial. It has been the foremost town virtually in the Yoruba country, and not only in Yoruba country, but in the whole of Nigeria. That is Oyo will continue to be great. It will continue to lead. But we know that we have problems right now in Nigeria. The question of governance. And therefore, Oyo has given leadership in the area of governance in the past. We are therefore asking scholars to come and give us of their wealth of knowledge about what we can do to make Nigeria go forward. What we do for governance so that it will be straight, it will be such that all of us will feel that we belong. I welcome colleagues who are here, who are giving these lectures, and I would appeal to all of you who are here to please relax and let us drink from their wealth of knowledge. And I can tell you, when you look at their credentials, you know that they have tremendous wealth of knowledge. Ladies and gentlemen, I think the time is gone. I think we should go into business because this is real business and we must go into business. Therefore, I'm going to stop here and I'm going to start by asking them, my colleagues, my very, very distinguished colleagues, to start teaching us, talking to us about what we can do to make Nigeria continue to be great. I pray that this will be so and that you will wait and listen carefully to their wealth of knowledge. Ladies and gentlemen, relax. Let us listen to these eminent scholars. Thank you very much indeed.
That is the signature. Right there. We started the death, the end of all mortals, took him away. And by the time I came to commiserate with my friend, Honorable Akeem, in his house, he said, "Prof, your friend has gone. Don't let my friend go, please. He'll be interested in this prosperity, in this legacy project. Please, it's a legacy project. Don't let it die." Beyond Ifa, ẹlẹ́rìí àtúrí ọmọ tí ò sún wọn ṣe. Forget about Islam. You can be a Muslim. Nobody is stopping you. You can be a Christian. Nobody is. You can be any other faith. But as a Yoruba person, you cannot discountenance Ifa. If you do it at your own peril. My teacher of blessed memory referred me to an essay fan sometimes ago. That's Professor Akeem. When the daughter of Abimbola was having challenge, and the Ifa passage goes like this: gbogbo orí àfin ewu akókèlò rẹwọ ìṣàmásọ lálágbàgbà ti gbèsè rẹ̀ dé lójú fáfún ẹ̀mí ọmọ Olódùmarè ọmọ atẹnilẹgẹlẹgẹ polisa kejì ọ̀run ìlàgbọ́ rírú ẹbọ ọgbọ́ bíbọ́ ẹbọ àtúnkèsù òtù ó ní àṣebẹ́mi ò bá bọ́ ire ń bẹ ìhín ire ń bẹ àṣebẹ́mi ò bá bọ́ aya ń bẹ ìhín aya ń bẹ àṣebẹ́mi ò bá bọ́ ire gbogbo ń bẹ ìhín ire gbogbo ń bẹ àṣebẹ́mi ò bá bọ́ gbogbo nǹkan tó dùn ló wà bẹ́ẹ̀. That is when there is a connection between the forces of nature, the celestial forces, and when ẹbọ bírú ẹbọ tó bá ti gbé fún yẹn àbúṣe tí kò ṣe wò so please for our Kábíyèsí the immediate past Alaafin was rooted in Ifa. There is something that Oyo needs to do, and they are not doing it. Daddy, please move to the issue of tact and diplomacy. Oyo is the owner of tact. Oyo is the owner of diplomacy. Why is Oyo losing its diplomacy? Alaafin sọ wípé òbá àgbàrúsá kó gbọ́ Fùfúdè kó gbọ́ Ìgbò kó gbọ́ Kàlàbárí kó tún wá gbọ́ wúkúwúkú ò lè gbọ́ tára Ọ̀yọ́ ń sọ. Kí lọ́yọ́ ń wí? À ń gbọ́ díẹ̀díẹ̀ kò yẹ ká máa gbọ́. Internal matters should be resolved in Ọ̀yọ́. There is conflict resolution mechanism in Ọ̀yọ́. Kò síbi tí wọ́n ti ń káàdì alẹ́. But the institution must be protected at all times. Abu oníṣu lọ́yọ̀ ò ń dunnú. Ṣé wọ́n ti fún ẹ níbi tí wàá fi ṣe? Ọ̀yọ́ ìlọ Ọ̀yọ́ máa ń bọ̀ ní. Ọ̀yọ́ ayọ̀ máa ń lẹ̀. Nǹkan tó sọ nìyẹn o, èmi kọ́ ni mo sọ o. Mo kàn tí gbé síbẹ̀ ni. And its neighbors. That's the PhD thesis of Professor Akeem. It was in that book, in that work, that we discovered that Alaafin Abiodun, the greatest Alaafin of Oyo in the 18th century, died in 1789, year of the outbreak of the French Revolution. Kábíyèsí should consult empires. When empires disappear, they disappear for good. They don't rise again. But Oyo Empire, the one we knew, at various points in time survived 2 ages. You know, the Nupe compared Oyo to move to Igboho, and 5 Alaafin reigned in Igboho. 4 of them had their royal mausoleum bara in Igboho. What are we doing about the bara in Igboho? There are 3 obas contending for supremacy in Igboho today. What are we doing to resolve the controversy about authority in Igboho? That's talking about the phase of Oyo history. But there was an Abimbola who was a destroyer of hope, who restored Oyo back to its former glory and moved Oyo back to what we now call New Oyo. In the New Oyo, in the Oyoile today was a burial ground for 24 Alaafin. What are we doing to memorialize those 24 Alaafin in Oyoile? And say this so that we can capture the essence of the picture, of the story very clearly. If you want to look at the issue of Oyo, Professor Akeem, who wrote the book, The New Oyo Empire. The New Oyo Empire is a compulsory read for the Ladibudus because it was the era of imperial rule, indirect rule, and Camteros was the lion of the time. Alaafin Pataki, rules Pataki. The Lucadian system, the power of the Alaafin. So if you want to know the power that Alaafin had used and abused during that period, go and read New Oyo Empire by J.F. Atada. I told you, I said earlier on, empire rise and also fall. For empires to rise and rise again, to fall and rise again, is always a very difficult challenge. But Oyo fell at a particular point in time. And we'll be coming back to it in the study of my lecture. From 1796, the suicide of Alaafin Awe, the royal cross of Alaafin, the Oyo of the center of Oyo graffiti will no longer hold. But the real crisis of Oyo was over succession to Alaafin Atiba. When Oyo, by 1833, Oyo had virtually collapsed and only 4 power centers emerged in Yoruba land. The first was Ede.
Your Royal Majesty's distinguished guests, eminent scholars, ladies and gentlemen, it is with great honor and privilege that I welcome you all to this historic gathering, the Alaafin Colloquium. Held in commemoration of the coronation of the Alaafin of Oyo, this event is not just a celebration of tradition, but a reflection on our heritage, leadership, and the future of Yoruba civilization. The Alaafin throne is one of the most revered institutions in African history, embodying wisdom, resilience, and the spirit of the Yoruba people. The Alaafin is more than a king. He is a custodian of our identity, a protector of our traditions, and a guiding light for generations to come. This colloquium serves as a platform to examine the Alaafin's role in history and modern leadership, how we can preserve this legacy, and how it defines the future of governance, culture, and development in our land. History records that the Alaafin's leadership was rooted in diplomacy, military strength, and a sophisticated administrative system that extended across vast territories. The old Oyo Empire was a model of governance that blended tradition with structured leadership, ensuring stability and progress. The checks and balances between the Alaafin and the Oyo, that is the Council of Chiefs, reflected an advanced democratic principle long before modern political systems emerged. This rich legacy should not be forgotten, but rather studied, preserved, and applied to contemporary governance. Today, leadership is evolving, and while the world moves forward with technological advancements and new governance structures, our traditions must not be lost. The Alaafin, as a royal institution, must remain a beacon of wisdom, guiding political leadership and community development. Our youth must be educated on the significance of the throne, ensuring that it continues to inspire strength, unity, and progress. This preservation of culture is not just for the Yoruba people, but for Africa as a whole, as traditional institutions play a vital role in shaping national identity and governance. As we celebrate the coronation of the Alaafin, we must look ahead with clear vision. The future of Oyo and the Yoruba nation depends on how we blend our historical wisdom with contemporary leadership models. We must ensure that our values of integrity, justice, and communal progress continue to thrive. The Alaafin's leadership must serve as a bridge between the past and the future, promoting education, culture, and economic development. Let this colloquium be a call to action. Scholars, policymakers, traditional rulers, and every Yoruba son and daughter must join hands to preserve our legacy and define a future where our heritage remains a source of strength and inspiration. On behalf of the local organizing committee, I extend my heartfelt gratitude to everyone present. May this colloquium deepen our understanding, renew our commitments, and set the stage for a brighter future. Thank you and God bless.
Ó túbà, ó túṣẹ, ọmọ tí ó bá sọ ìtàn àdáyébẹ̀rù ó so àpò ìyàkọ́ ni. Professor sọ lẹ́ẹ̀kan wípé ìtàn ẹ̀mí orílẹ̀-èdè ni. So ẹjọ́ ẹ bá wa sọ fún kábíyèsí wípé àṣà ìṣe ilẹ̀ Yorùbá dọwọ́ wọn. Yorùbá fẹ́ máa wò wọ́n níwájú. Àfẹ́ kó jẹ́ wípé bí wọ́n ní kì í jẹ́ ti bàbá tọmọ kọ́mọ làálàá. Wọ́n bá wọn bá ṣe, wọ́n bá ti nìkan ṣe. Yorùbá ibi tí ojú Yorùbá ti làdé nìsín. Ẹni tó bá ń gbé Yorùbá àṣà àti ìṣe Yorùbá lókè ó ní Yorùbá ọmọ sáré tẹ̀lé o. Ẹjọ́ ẹ bá wa sọ fún wọn wípé ètí Yorùbá fẹ́ nìyẹn. Another one ó ní wípé kí kábíyèsí ó wá wo think tank. Wọ́n gbọ́dọ̀ ní think tank. Kì í wá ṣe think tank kí olóṣèlú o. Àwọn tí wọ́n ní làákàyè tí kì í yé dáadáa bí àwọn professor yìí. Rí wípé nígbà tí wọ́n sọ̀rọ̀ wọ́n fi àkàwé tó lágbára sí i. So ẹjọ́ ẹ bá wa sọ fún wọn. Tó fi wípé Stephen ti lọ ibì kan wà tí mo fẹ́ kó jẹ́ pé federal government kó bá wa sọ ní èdè àsìkò sọ fún tìmánì lọ́la. Ó ní Ọ̀yọ́ lé. Nígbà tí prof sọ̀rọ̀ lẹ́ẹ̀kan wọ́n expect pé kí wọ́n wà lára recommendation wọn wípé ká sọ Ọ̀yọ́ lé gbogbo tó wà bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn kí federal government kí wọ́n sọ di museum so that àwọn Ọ̀yọ́ ṣe ti kọ́kọ́ fẹ́ gbà lẹ́tọ̀ọ́ fún wa tó so ẹjọ́ mo fẹ́ kí kábíyèsí champion rẹ̀ wípé Ọ̀yọ́ lẹ́yìn wọ́n wà kọ́ bí ìlú àwọn èèyàn máa lọ síbẹ̀ wọ́n lè sọ wípé ibi báyìí ni ó ti inú àpáta ni àwọn tó wà bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn tẹ́ ẹ bá sì débẹ̀ ibi ọjà tí wọ́n ti máa ń nájà ibi tí. Màmá wa Professor Bolanle Awe àárọ̀ yìí ti dá ọ̀sán yìí ti dá ìrọ̀lẹ́ yìí ti dá ọlọ́jẹ̀kẹ́ gbọ́dọ̀ ayọ̀. Mo kí bàbá wa Dr. Kúnlé Ògúnmọ́lá ẹ kú oríire ní ẹ kú oríire àná tọ́lá òní yẹ̀lẹ̀ títí tí ó fi di sátidé. Mo kí bàbá wa emeritus bàbá aládìpọ̀ ìlú kí yín ẹjọ́ ẹ má bínú wá kí gbogbo ẹ̀yin professor àti proveki ẹ̀yin kíkíkíkí àti tí wọ́n kí náà ó kí gbogbo yín o iṣẹ́ gidi ni ẹ ṣe fún wa kébé inú mi dẹ́dùn púpọ̀ Professor Oyeweso bíi tí wọ́n bá ń gun ẹṣin nínú mi kò ní kọsẹ̀ rárá torí wípé ẹ ṣiṣẹ́ àti àwọn bàbá wa àti Professor kejì náà kò kí yín ohun tí èmi wá fẹ́ sọ ọ̀dọ̀ àwọn local organizing committee ni mo dẹ̀ fẹ́ kí bàbá wa Dr. Ogunmọ́lá kí wọ́n máa gbọ́ tí mo wí ẹjọ́ ní kámẹ́rà ẹjọ́ bàbá gbẹdúgbẹdú ti gbẹdú tán ó kú gbẹdúgbẹdú àwọn professor ti dá ọgbọ́n lẹ̀ ó lè ṣeé ṣe kí kábíyèsí mọ́ ní ààyè láti ká lọ títí ṣùgbọ́n ẹ jẹ́ kí a ṣe executive summary key points nínú gbogbo tí wọ́n sọ̀rọ̀ ẹ wá present ẹ̀ fún kábíyèsí ó lè má ju ìpéjà lọ ó lè má ju ojú awẹ́ méjì mẹ́ta lọ tí wọ́n lè kà á tí ó dẹ̀ yé wọn dáadáa èmi wá tún wò wípé wọ́n mú kankan jáde lẹ́nìí tí mo fẹ́ kí kábíyèsí o tó bá múlò mo dẹ̀ fẹ́ kẹ́ jẹ́ kó reflect nínú tẹ́ ẹ fẹ́ kọ́ náà ó ní one lórí gbogbo ẹ̀sìn ni wọ́n ní pàtàkì jùlọ ẹ̀sìn àdáyébá ẹ lọ wò ó àti ní àní ìṣòro ní ilẹ̀ Yorùbá lẹ́nìí nítorí àwọn ọba wa ò mọ̀ wípé àwọn jọba lórí àdáyébá ni ìjọba ní orí ẹ̀míà wọn ìjọba ní Jerusalem ní ilẹ̀ Yorùbá tí wọ́n jọba lé báwo ni wọ́n ṣe àkóso àwọn gbogbo àwọn ẹlẹ́sìn àdáyébá ti rí wípé ìtọ́nisà ní tẹ́lẹ̀tẹ́lẹ̀ tó ń wọ ìpínlẹ̀ Ọ̀yọ́ lọ́jọ́ kan 1,600 ní as at December ó ti àwọn tọ́nisà tó ń wọ ìpínlẹ̀ Ọ̀yọ́ ó ti di 16,800 lọ́jọ́ kan nítorí kí ni conducive environment ti wà wọ́n fi àyè lẹ̀ fáwọn èèyàn láti sùn kí wọ́n fọwọ́ rọrí nǹkan ìdàgbàsókè ojú ọ̀nà afẹ́ lọ láti Ìṣẹ́yìn lọ sọ́yọ́ afẹ́ lọ láti Ìbàdàn lọ sí Ìṣẹ́yìn afẹ́ lọ láti Ògbómọ̀ṣọ́ lọ sí Ìṣẹ́yìn láàrin wákàtí kan àbọ̀ ẹ máa débi bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ láì ní gbà ní lásìkò lọ títí èmi ò mọ̀rọ̀ sọ bíi Professor Dr. Kúnlé Ògúnmọ́lá mi ìdẹ̀ mọ̀rọ̀ sọ bíi mọ̀mọ́ wa Professor Bolanle Awe mi ìwà mọ̀rọ̀ sọ bíi brọ́dà mi Oyeweso àti àwọn bàbá tó jókòó ṣùgbọ́n bẹ́ẹ̀ nìkan mọ̀ ní wípé Ọ̀yọ́ ò ní bàjẹ́ o ẹ̀làbọ̀rú ẹ̀làbọ̀yè ẹ̀làbọ̀ ṣiṣẹ́